Hey guys, so today we're gonna make some white chicken enchiladas. These are a crowd favorite and they are so easy to make. So we'll get right into it. First things first, you wanna start with first thing is I am gonna be making the enchiladas in this 8x8 pan. Because I have a small family, we got a family of 3, but if you wanted to do it in a 12x9 pan, then I'd say just double this recipe. Okay, so that being said, we need 1 cup of chicken. Now, obviously, you could use whatever chicken you like. You could bake chicken, you could boil it, you could steam it. I love using rotisserie chicken for this recipe because I just feel like it keeps its moistness and it has such a good flavor. As far as white or dark meat, I would definitely say go ahead and use white meat for this because there is a lot of, you'll see cream and butter. All right, I need to get a knife. So I will be using the breast of the rotisserie chicken. Of course, I'm gonna discard the skin. So there she is. Get rid of that skin here. Okay. So with the chicken breast, you can either cut it into cubes or shred it. I prefer that the chicken is shredded. I feel like it creates a better consistency and a better texture for the enchiladas. So we have about a cup of shredded chicken here. And before I forget, let's preheat the oven to 350 degrees. All right, then we'll mix in about half a cup of Monterey Jack shredded cheese. You could also use mozzarella. I've done that before and it tastes just as good. And obviously, y'all, with cheese, you could do more than half a cup if you want. It really is just kind of to taste. I'm gonna call that half a cup. You wanna mix it all together so it's evenly incorporated. And so it looks a little something like that. All right, then we wanna spray down our pan here. Spray down your pan. So we're just gonna set the chicken and cheese mixture to the side while we go make the sauce. The sauce is done. And so I have about 5 tortillas here. Once again, if you use a bigger pan, just double it and it'll probably be around 10 tortillas. So I made a little rolling station and we'll just take a tortilla. They gotta be flour though. Did I say flour? They gotta be flour for this recipe. I know traditionally enchiladas are corn tortillas, but for this one, we're going for this like creamy, chewy mouthfeel. So chicken and cheese goes in the tortilla. So remember that this 1 cup of chicken, this was just 1 chicken breast. So fill that guy up. And obviously you could fit more, you could use more tortillas and make them skinnier depending on how big you want the enchiladas to be. Stuff it back in there. Get back in there. Okay, like that, okay? set them right down into the pan. I love this recipe because I pretty much love any recipe that you could repurpose a rotisserie chicken. I usually have rotisserie chicken like by itself, just with a veggie, and then I'll repurpose it for these enchiladas, or sometimes and. So these enchiladas and or like a mayo-based chicken salad. And I've even frozen these white chicken enchiladas before, and they freeze beautifully. If you freeze them, if you have the room in your freezer to freeze an entire tray, you just take them out and let them thaw, and then cook them in the oven at 350 as well. So we're kind of getting tight here with the 5, but I'm just gonna squeeze one more in. Use the rest of this cheese mixture. Okay, so, then you take your tray of rolled up tortillas here. I want to take a look at that. Delicious. And then that sauce that you just made. So look at how much this sauce has thickened up just sitting on the stovetop. Yum. I could probably drink that as a soup, although wouldn't. Oh, might not be for everyone, but you just take this cream sauce mixture and pour it over the enchiladas. Be generous. I like them to basically just be completely drenched. So once you got your tray full with the tortilla roll-ups and also the sauce, you're gonna hit it once again with some more Monterey Jack cheese on top. Cover her up. I know this is very different than a traditional enchilada. It's more of an enchilada-inspired dish. But like I said, it's a crowd pleaser. Kids love it, adults love it, and I always get asked for this recipe a million times. So there's that, and then we're just gonna pop her in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. So it's in it for 20 minutes. I feel like the last 3 minutes, I like to turn the broil on and kind of like brown that cheese on top. Aside from this being a great meal to freeze, with that being said, if you can freeze this meal, it's a great meal to, you know, bring to a friend, a neighbor, someone who's just had a baby, maybe someone who's sick. It's also great as leftovers. They heat up so well after they've been baked. So this dish is just full of benefits. Okay, I think it's ready to come out. Let's go see. Look at that. Let's try some. every time I have this recipe, it's always so good. Possibly even better than the last time I ate it. It's so delicious. It's so rich and creamy. But it still has such a good flavor to it. I think because of the green chilies. And also, I forgot to mention that I didn't season the chicken because I used a rotisserie chicken that was already seasoned. But if you are making your own chicken, I recommend seasoning it with some salt and onion powder and garlic powder. Maybe a little black pepper, but keep it pretty simple. Sometimes I like to add a dollop of sour cream. I know, seems crazy because there's so much sour cream in the actual recipe, but that coolness on top is delicious. Clearly you could add any hot sauce or salsa. You could even sprinkle some green onions on top as well. There's a lot of things you could do with this dish, but I feel like the appeal and the deliciousness of this dish comes from the fact that it is so simple. It's just simple flavors that come together beautifully. If you haven't tried it, go try it at home. It is so good. Like you saw, so easy ingredients, easy recipe. And come back and comment and tell me how you liked it and how everyone you made it for liked it, because I promise you, everyone will love it. Okay, thank you for joining me.